I was obsessed with trains as a kid. Particularly Thomas the Tank Engine. Wow, Bryson, trains are stupid. Why don't you play with action figures or something? I used to watch the show. My parents got me the little wooden toys of the trains, and my dad even made me a train table to play with them on. Thomas, look out! There's a child on the tracks! Oh no, his brakes are broken! He can't stop! They are now dead. Thomas is tormented by his actions and turns himself into the train authorities. Thomas is charged with 1 count of accidental manslaughter and will face 10 years in train prison. Honey, I think Bryson overheard you watching Forensic Files again. I loved Thomas so much that my parents even took me to meet Thomas in real life. See? There he is. I love trains so much that I created my own train soda. Bryson the Tank Engine. Choo choo. That's not true. My favorite part of the show was watching the trains crash. There was one episode where Gordon crashed through a bunch of stuff and basically died. Masterpiece. Also, speaking of the show, I don't approve of the new CG Thomas stuff. Look! I only like the original stuff, where they used actual model trains and then crashed those model trains into stuff. One time when I was like 3, I was making a crash scene with my trains, and I accidentally crashed them a bit too hard, and Thomas got a little bit of his paint chipped off. And this bothered me. He was no longer perfect. So what did I do? I flushed him down the toilet, of course. A while later, my parents realized that the toilet was clogged. My parents called a plumber, and after hours of trying, the plumber angrily said, "Ugh, there's nothing I can do. I've never encountered a toilet I can't unclog. You're gonna need to buy a new toilet." So they let the plumber smash the toilet open to see what had clogged it. It was a big wad of toilet paper, and at the center was my Thomas. I got a new toilet, and I got a new Thomas.
Sure.
Imagine being a plumber and having your perfect record broken by none other than Thomas the Tank.
Lava cake.
My heart goes out to that guy.
Yeah.
Yo, bro, that Spider-Man figure you have is awesome. I really want to buy one, but I don't have any money. All I have are these old sets that I don't play with.
Anyways, a while later, Thomas got chipped again, so obviously, I flushed it again. Bryson! Fortunately, my dad managed to fish that one out, and he said to my mom, maybe you should get him a toy that he can't flush. Also, do you think we should spank him? Yes. Okay, on to the next obsession. Harry Potter! Woo! I've loved this stuff since I was a kid. Me and my friends used to run around the playground holding sticks and pretending to be wizards. In fact, this one kid, Josh, and his family were super into Harry Potter as well. So much so that the mom made it a rule that you couldn't point a wand at someone and say the killing curse. You do know that magic isn't real, right? Yeah, they were a weird family. They were also all redheads, just like the Weasleys. So that was the first red flag. I'm kidding. Hair color stereotypes are not nice. Gingers do have souls. Whatever you say, stupid blonde. That one is actually true, I guess. I'm still gonna beat you up, though. I understand. Look, I'm feeling generous today, so I'm gonna give you a pass. But know this. If you ever cross me again, I will end you. Understood? Understood. Thank you. Also, one time on the trampoline, Josh got gum in my hair, and I never forgave him.
Execute
Oh shoot,
Order
magic is real.
66.
He's just tired. I also loved it when my parents would let me get Harry Potter Legos, because then I got to build the magical world I loved so much. I liked being able to build cool stuff. Legos are cool. Wow, Bryson, you still build Legos? Grow up. Legos are toys.
The box for this one said ages 8 to 14.
That's a suggestion. Anyway, back to Harry Potter. The sorting ceremony will now begin. Mr. Bryson, please step forward. Oh, I know just what to do with you. Hufflepuff. I'm crying. Not gonna lie, I was pretty upset when I took the online test and figured out that I really am a Hufflepuff, aka a disappointment. turned 11 and didn't receive Hogwarts acceptance. This got us swallowed. The reality shifting community is still struggling with that one. Actually, Bryson, reality shifting is real. This TikTok told me so, and you can project your consciousness to other realities and nope, not real. Harry Potter will always be it inspired me to be a creative and imaginative person, and that the most powerful magic of all is love. I love you. The power.
A diaper this week free? That's been free.
Oh no! Small selection at the beginning of the game. The zombies on the opposite side are so arrogant. Don't be too happy.
Wow! I got Super Smash Boys for half off just because it was used. I wonder why someone would return it. Oh well, time to open this sucker up. I don't need a manual. Let's just play already. Your soul and reawaken the undying light. What? Huh? Ow. Huh? Am I in Smash Bros? Oh my gosh, I am! And look, I'm Link! Oh, there's another fighter. Maybe he's friendly. Hello, Ness. I'm Bryce, Link. And I was wondering if you... Ow! Okay, jerk. You leave me no choice but to... Oh, it's Ganondorf. Forget trying to talk. Let's fight. A smashed attack? There's no way he can reach me from there. I'll just stand and wait for him to be done, and then I'll swoop in with a dash. Ow. Okay, I'm getting tired of getting killed. Next fighter I see is gonna get obliterated, and I refuse to be beaten again. Can't move, can't move, can't move, can't move, can't move, can't move! Ow.
You don't belong in this world. Prepare yourself.
Prepare myself for what? Ow, ow. Oh, it's Piranha-Plant. Well, at least he's all the way across the stage. No way he could possibly reach me in a million years. I mean, come on, that'd be so ridiculous. Ow. I'm so angry right now. Next person I see is getting... Huh? Aww, it's a Pichu. What? Ow. Huh? I haven't been killed yet. That must mean it's safe and I can finally get out of here. Huh? Oh no.
Hi, teacher. Where is my grade? I didn't get to finish this homework, so please mark it. Yeah. Thank you.
You will...
Quick disclaimer. To all the teachers we mentioned, this video was for fun. Except Brody's French teacher. We don't like you. Also, make sure to check out the merch store. It's awesome stuff, like this plushie. Isn't that just crazy? Please check if you're subscribed. And if you aren't already, So true. Onwards to the video. Okay, let me just sip some more of this water.
Yeah, you would, dude. You're the worst.
I'm sucking this water. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah, it's all you do, dude. Yeah.
Hey everybody, welcome to this video. What are we doing? What are we doing here? We're talking about
Teachers.
Brody. Have you had teachers before, Brody?
I've had quite a few in my time, Nathan.
Dude, you go to school?
Dude, you go to college?
This intro sucks. This intro sucks.
It sucks so bad.
Hello everybody, welcome to this discussion type video here with Brody Animates.
Hello, I'm Brody Animates.
This is a lot calmer than the first time.
I know. It feels like you start talking like, hello, welcome to this video.
Alright, so basically in this video, me and Brody are going to talk about our teacher stories because I don't know if you know this, but me and Brody, we've had our crazy experience.
We've had quite a crazy life.
We're storytime animators. Every day is kind of crazy.
My life is a movie.
I recently graduated. Brody, you're still in high school.
Yeah, I've heard it. Nathan, I've heard it.
I grew up in a private school, and I don't know if I've even told you this before. Every teacher I had in like 7th grade, I pretty much had until my senior year.
That's crazy.
So I mean, okay, teaching. Let's talk about teachers.
On the topic of teachers.
Getting the benefit of the doubt before we just jump into this. I guess like teachers' jobs are like relatively hard because they have to, like take care of all these kids and actually make.
Yeah,
them learn all
I
this
could not be a
information.
teacher. I would like beat up all the kids.
I had this social studies teacher throughout high school, and his name was Mr. Mead.
Mr. Mead.
Mr. Mead, yeah. He had a lot of classes, and he was basically teaching 7th through 11th history. That's like 4 or 5 classes. So sometimes he would like cut corners in class. Have you ever heard of the show called The Waltons?
I have not heard
Exactly. That's exactly. Of course you have it because you're a purebred Canadian. I wouldn't expect you to know this.
I'm being discriminated against in the infamous Hoosh video.
Look, man.
Hey guys, a few weeks ago I asked you all on Twitter for some video ideas. Go follow me. I looked through them all and they were all pretty bad. Now, seeing as this is my channel, I decided to do my own idea. So I'm here today with Brody Animates. Say hi.
Loaded tots. Bacon tots, bacon loaded tots.
Oh, hello, my geeks and peeps, my explainers and entertainers, my little oodalollies. Rebecca Parham here. So this is a little embarrassing, a possible design flaw, but my elevator swing is, stuck. But don't worry, I called for reinforcements earlier. So do you think you can get here soon? Oh, thanks. Great, you're a lifesaver, buddy.
Yeah, no problem. I'll be there in a flash. Okay, bye-bye. Hey, wait a second.
Yes, I know I'm attuned and I could technically survive the fall, but the landing is still painful and the way down is still very scary, and I'd rather spare myself the fear, thank you. So until the cavalry arrives, why don't we just chat? Fear is a funny thing, isn't it? If you've seen Pixar's Inside Out, you know that each of your emotions has a job to do that's essential to your survival and overall well-being. Fear's job is to keep you safe, stop you from doing stupid things that will hurt or kill you, physically, emotionally, and socially. But sometimes fear makes some strange decisions about what it perceives to be a threat. Yes, I see your point about this giant cliff. Very big, very scary, very dangerous. But, why? When we're kids, fear is a kid too. It hasn't figured out the world yet. It doesn't know what it's supposed to be afraid of. I don't trust that vacuum. But that strange man offering free candy out of his white van? Now that's the picture of trustworthy right there. When I was a kid, my biggest fear was loud noises. And by extension, I feared anything that made loud noises. Most specifically, fireworks, those door stoppers that go... and especially balloons. My mortal enemy. We meet again. A balloon just had to be in the room and I would side-eye it suspiciously the entire time. Like I thought, any second now it will inexplicably pop out of nowhere. And then I'll die. I was talking to my mom about this old phobia of mine and she told me this story from when I was 3 years old. I don't personally remember this incident, but it certainly left a mark on my mom.
One weekend, my parents took me and my sister Rachel to the circus. The whole 3 rings. Clowns, flying trapeze, tightrope walkers, you get it. Now, I don't and have never had a fear of clowns, so I didn't mind when the painted jokesters emerged, driving their comedically small vehicle to perform the classic clown car gag. The car drove up, the door opened, a clown avalanche occurred, and then as the car was being driven away, it backfired out its tailpipe, and it backfired incredibly loudly, like the blast of a shotgun, complete with special effects flash and puff of smoke. And I, sitting in the stands with my family, was so horrified by this sudden loud noise that I stood up, put my hands on my ears, and just started screaming at the top of my lungs. Just standing there, screaming. It's like I thought, if I'm just louder than the loud noise, I shall win the day. My sister Rachel must have thought, oh, I guess this is what we're doing now, because she quickly followed suit, standing up with her hands on her ears, making a harmonious slight melody of terror. I didn't get taken to another circus until I was 11 years old. It was Cirque du Soleil. As an adult, I can say I pretty much grew out of this fear. Me and balloons, we're back on speaking terms. But if I'm honest, there's still a small part of me that doesn't care for sudden loud noises. If you ever watch me during a fireworks show, you can see a teeny tiny little micro flinch every time one of those big mortars goes off. It probably looks like I have a nervous tick or something.
Hiya, have you heard of Monopoly Go? It's Monopoly, but it goes, like, everywhere. Watch. You roll, 2 5s, I'll take it. You roll, and then you're rolling it in. Easy peasy. Try to get there, level up to Paris. Look, I'm going to get a new token. Scotty, my favorite. So cute. And now, here's a really average food. It's a heist. Everybody stick 'em up. My friends are gonna be so mad. Download Monopoly Go now. I probably said it wrong. Probably. It's free and the richest thing ever.
Well, I have Kendall's IEP meeting tomorrow.
Wow, okay.
And it actually overlaps a financial meeting I have tomorrow, actually. So I think not attended for and I was thinking, well, if I can't be there, I don't know if your mom is still step in, or I have to, like, do it.
Fantastic.
I thought the IEP was today. You know?
You got an email?
Yeah.
Is it can you just forward me the email to my iPhone account?
Now, another fear I had growing up was oddly specific, but maybe it's one a few you can relate. I was absolutely terrified of the feeling of flying out of your seat on theme park rides. You know, the thing that people actually like about theme park rides, the thing they stand in line for 90 minutes to experience. Anything with a steep drop in it made me think I was going to die. It could be a roller coaster, a log flume, a shoot the chute ride if you want to get theme park nerdy. But my absolute nemesis growing up was the drop tower rides. The big tall towers that suddenly drop you. One of the most famous drop towers is the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror over at Hollywood Studios in Disney World. This ride was my worst nightmare. You see, Disney is really good at setting a mood and psyching you out before you even get on the ride. Theming, as they call it. And I was very susceptible to all of that as a kid. I had a hard time remembering that this was all make-believe. So a drop tower themed as a creepy haunted hotel with an elevator that will kill you? Yeah, that was maybe a little bit of a trigger for young me. And very often on our Disney vacations, an adult had to wait outside with me while everyone else enjoyed the ride. So when I was about 8 years old, I was still dealing with this fear. Mom and Dad saw this as a teaching opportunity. Time to face one's irrational fears head on and learn that there are far more terrifying things in this world than an amusement park ride. 8 million safety regulations built into it. They made me get in line for the Tower of Terror. And sure enough, I got psyched out as we walked through the creepy, elaborately decorated line. I was literally shaking, begging my parents to not make me do it. And when we got to the front of the line and sat down in the front row of the ride car, I had finally hit my limit. I put my head down and just started sobbing. The whole car of riders went silent and stared at me. Mom and Dad knew that I didn't need to be there anymore. The cast member in charge leaned down and very gently said to me, "My dear, I cannot start this ride if you don't." And from the depths of my tormented soul, all I could say was one word. Good! I was let off the ride, much to my relief. And it wasn't until I turned 13 that I finally faced the Tower of Terror. As a child, I feared you. But I am a child no longer.
Is it the whole email?
Question for all of you.
Okay.
Did a certain movie or TV show really scare you as a kid, but then become your favorite when you got older? Because that totally happened with me. Like, Alice in Wonderland really freaked me out as a kid. Especially the Cheshire Cat when he disappears that first time, leaving only his smile. Now, I am a sucker for anything Alice in Wonderland. Jurassic Park terrified me as a kid, and now it's my favorite live-action movie. I don't know, maybe we all eventually become fascinated by the things that scared us as kids. Maybe we all stay traumatized. After all, what is adulthood but a constant state of dealing with past trauma? But you know what? I'm gonna go on record and say that I think a little bit of fear is healthy for kids. Because if we don't get scared, so maybe the balloons and theme park rides and creepy grinning cats of your past taught you a lot more than you think.
Hey! Rebecca! I'm here!
Lottie? Well, what are you doing here? I called Tom for help.
Well, you see, Tom realized he's, in London, so he called Jaden to his creative. James, who called Emirichu, who called Cypherton, but she couldn't make it because she's in New York. So then called Taft, who called Illumination, who called us an invader, and I just happened to be in the area,
Middle of nowhere. What else did I expect?
social of you.
I have to look it up.
I can write anything for you. Just describe them. Excellent. After a nuclear war, the world plunged into chaos.
Yeah, it seems like they're pretty busy. It says my pickup time will be for around 7:01.
But he continued to resist them. He lost many friends. But he continued to look for survivors. Try the app with your own idea.
Hey everyone, before the video begins, a huge new merch drop in the store called the Warm and Cozy Collection. It's got a mug, a sketchy Becca hoodie, a cabinet of curiosities blanket, and a Witch of the Woods varsity hoodie and matching socks. This is one of my favorite things we've ever made. It's super high quality and I love the patches all over it. Link in the description below. Now on with the scoops. It's just you. Sorry, I thought you were something else. Hey, explainers and entertainers. Happy Halloween! Well, don't just dangle off my balcony like a creeper. Come on up. A pumpkin pie spoolie in the kitchen should be enough for everyone when they're done. Don't worry about that storm. Pretty sure it's gonna pass right by us. But it certainly sets a mood, doesn't it? You know, living out here in this treehouse alone in the woods is pretty great. Can't complain. Nope, not at all. Except, sometimes your brain kind of plays tricks on you. Like, I don't know, making you see things out of the corner of your eyes, or hear things following you in the woods. Clearly the spooky season is getting to me. Anyways, when I was thinking about what I could possibly do for Halloween, suddenly this ghost story just kind of came to me. So while I carve up a pumpkin, I'll spin me a tale of greed, pride, and being careful what you wish for. Once upon a time, there was a poor musician who lived alone with his daughter. He dreamed of one day having riches beyond his wildest fantasies, his name being known far and wide in the pages of history. One night, the musician sought the counsel of Satan himself, asking the Prince of Darkness to fulfill his desires. Satan agreed, but warned the musician that it would cost his soul, and the life he would receive may not be what he expected.
The musician waved away the warning and demanded his wish be fulfilled. So, taking the musician's soul as payment, Satan granted fame and fortune upon his house. Soon the musician began to travel from town to town playing his music for crowds while his daughters sang and danced. But though the musician played beautifully, the people became enraptured not by his music, but by the charm and talent of his daughter. They cheered her name and threw coins at her feet. Soon she had become so well known that they were called upon to perform in the houses of lords and ladies, in large, majestic theaters for hundreds of onlookers, and even for members of royalty. The musician and his daughter became fabulously wealthy, and everyone from pauper to prince knew the daughter's name and face. The musician wanted for nothing and rubbed elbows with the highest of elite society. But it was not enough. He soon became bitter, jaded, and lonely. He realized that no one cared for him or his music. They only spoke of his daughter. The man's legacy was not his own, but that of his child's. For this, I traded my immortal soul? It cannot be, he cried. Regret and vanity consumed the man, blackening his heart. He desperately wished to take it all back, to return to a moment in time before he made his deal. The musician called upon Satan again, looking to undo what had been done. But the Prince of Darkness stated that only a great sacrifice could break the deal.
Okay.
If the musician wanted to return back in time, he must kill his daughter, and thereafter live his new life without her.
The Ants, download for free.
Hey everyone, just want to let you know that I'm going to be a part of the new Odd Ones Out card game, Cafe Chaos. However, if you want my cards and the cards of all of my friends in the Animator expansion pack, then you gotta go New What to Do with Backpack and Spiral Notebook. Watch till the end of the video to hear more. Hello, my geeks and peeps. This is the sultry sound of Rebecca Parham, and welcome to another episode of Firebug Chats. So I was thinking to myself the other day, or rather lamenting the fact that I have so many life stories that I could tell all of you that I couldn't possibly animate them all. And some of them, of course, are not YouTube algorithm friendly. And I just ain't about putting a lot of time and energy, blood, sweat, tears, and money into a fully animated video for it to immediately be demonetized and or suppressed. So I figured maybe I can start telling some of these stories here on my second channel. So the story I'm going to tell you contains a certain subject matter that I know from my experience with the YouTube
algorithm, it will absolutely get demonetized and suppressed. In fact, I'm going to be refraining from using a